Okay. I guess that answers the question, if anyone had it. Is Zotan still sick? Yeah. Hopefully not for long, though. It is hanging on there, though. Multiple weeks. Not quite sure what it is. Maybe I'll never know. But regardless, today, the schedule is to finish Garrow's commission today. Then I will go into comic for however long I see fit, and then I will start on a new commissioner in town, that by the name of Chris the Wiz, pardon me, who has been so kind enough to allow me to do certain commissions for them, and their character. I'm just checking in on what he sent me. Alright, so yeah, we could do that. I will have to send him sketches for that. But that can all be fixed. Obviously, there will be adjustments and everything. It'll be fine. It'll be interesting. I'm used to... I've been spoiled by... Here, let me switch to this screen. By Garrow's sort of intuitiveness that they allow me to just kind of do whatever. And they generally seem pretty happy about it. So it'll be... I'll try to get back into the swing of making sure that I am appealing to what the person actually wants, as opposed to just kind of winging it and having it go well. I expect it to go well, but it's just like, you know, I do have to pay attention to what people want. So the things I want to touch upon before we swap to moving around assets for the second pose is the little ring of glowy bits around the hands. Something I gotta do, and I shall. Pardon me. It looks like I started that, but I want to add a bit more. So it is in line with the... Oh god, what have I done? Oh, we can do it here. And another glow dodge. And then see what it looks like down here. That looks better. Let's get just like pure white. And there, just add a bit of that. That's all I wanted. And then we can move all of this. So we also need the controller. That is important. Whoops, do not resize that. Then we'll save this as the second Fujitech Reacts things. And now we just redo the mouth. Alright, let's do that. Shouldn't be too hard. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Keep the ranks. We're gonna need those. We will need the color though, so bring that back. Give me that. bring back the refuge. We can just get the shape here. This doesn't have to be this size of map. Also, we gotta get rid of the squint, which I have here somehow. Alright, so yeah, we can... where did I put those guys? Reconstitute the eyes a bit. Actually, you know what we could do? We can just kind of transform this as we so desire. Pardon me, let's move this over. Edit, transform, flip. And then the old opacity. And just move it into place. About right. Just a little bit here. It's my eraser piece. Alright, you know what we need actually? We need a size reference for what the mouth was before, so I'm not completely crazy with the size. Change. It looks like we had it pretty spot on right from the get-go, so it looks like let's just move the rings. Now, I need some reference on what I did. Because the tongue is visible on this initial part. But I don't know if with the mouth open that they want it still visible here. We'll see. I'll send it to them. And they can make the decision for themselves whether or not they want the tongue in there, and then I can work from there. As it stands, though, I think this should be fine. Not talking, squinting, focus, tongue out, controller at angle, talking, controller down, eyes open. Alright, I've done the criteria as presented to me, I feel. So let me just save these as pings, and then we'll just send them up. Export as a pang. They're short for .penguin files because the image quality is crisp like the Arctic air. That is a lie I made up, but you could believe it. That just shows how easy it is to deceive people. So keep yourself on your toes and cross your Q's. Export as a penguin file. And I will mail these over. Digitally as well as physically. Not really. That was another lie. I'm very bad at lying right now. Alright. Garo Fujicom. And then let me just get those attached. Fujicom 1, Fujicom 2. Here are these. I mean, if anything, whoops, I can't spell either. You guys can't see what I'm typing because it is rough out here. Needs adjust. Here are these. You can tell I'm a professional, by the way. Here are these things. Here are those. Would you like these? Your commissions? Here this is for you. Would you like it? just make sure everything's looking good before I hit the send key. I'm a little paranoid about doing that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, but it needs to work. It needs to be good. Do the old once-over. Shading's all turned on. Multiply layers, overlay layers. Got the glow dodge in there. Everything seems to be in order. Alright, I will send them over then. Well, there appears to be a bit of a border around this. I don't know if that's just Discord's way of making the outlines of a PNG more visible, but I hope so, because otherwise I will have to remove that somehow. I don't see it on here, though. Let me turn this back on. Yeah, I think that's just Discord being Discord. Hopefully it turns out well when they actually use it. But I will turn these back on. I will save that. Get that out of here. Save this, and yeah, here we go. I did a little bit of coloring earlier today. Just flattened some stuff in on these pages. Did I do this one? No, I didn't do anything here. But this one I did a bunch of stuff. I finished the flats for this one actually, and then I made some progress here because I didn't work on skipping, so I had to make it up. So I didn't have to, but I felt like I wanted to. And you should always take advantage of that impulse of wanting to do a project. So here I am. I will wait until Garrow confirms whether or not the commission is good or not before adding to the tavern total. Because that is what it's for. It's for done commissions. I don't just put money in there assuming that I have it. No, 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 no. The job needs to be done. Job not done, then I ain't putting money in there. That ain't how this works. No, sir. I actually can't wait until I get to start a new chapter. And I can start using the legendary pencil brush, so I can stop using this one. I love this one, don't get me wrong, but for comic purposes it is... Oi, 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 oi. It's a rough one, isn't it? It is. I don't even need you to answer the question for me. It's rough out here. I mean, that's the point. It's supposed to be rough. It's a pencil brush, but still I would like it to function as much as the legendary line art brush does for fill bucket purposes. Just so I can cut down on some of my time. My time wasted doing some of these flats like I'm doing right now. Otherwise, I would just fill this in and then use this little duster correct line tool, which is that tool that I was talking about not knowing how to use, that Starfish Face uses a lot. It's a big green splotch that fills in your line art's gaps and such. It's very handy, but it doesn't work to accommodate the specific errors that this brush has, unfortunately. Also, we could work on some thumbnails. I'm really lazy about coloring in stuff. I feel like that'll just be what the marathon is towards the end of this chapter's completion, which is, and the subsequent debut of the comic. It'll just be me coloring pages in because I finally have to get around to it at some point. Alright, so we really don't have much thumbnailing to do. We can redo this page a little bit, or we can do some rendering on this page, which might not be the worst idea. Now we could also do the line art for all of these guys. Oh boy, maybe I should. I know it'll take forever, but Uh-oh. I've entered a website I should not have. Oopsies. I think I might have doxed myself. Thank you, Google. I was trying to look up pose reference for holding a bow and arrow. Yeah, everybody talks about the brave character, Merida, and how she's like the pinnacle for fictional depiction of archery so far. Now so maybe I should just look up Merida's archery pose. Since she's apparently such a pinnacle example of what to do with it. Man, Merida's character design is so cool. I wish she got a better movie. Brave is okay, let's be real, but it's not the best thing. I'm just gonna look up a few more pose references, how to properly hold a bow and arrow. Just show me images, you danged fools. You can't read it in text. And I don't want a video. And I definitely don't trust WikiHow to give me proper guides on how to do anything, so I'm not gonna look at them. God, why is it so hard to find people doing things in the correct way? Alright, I'm gonna venture into a WikiHow article. This ought to be good. I'm looking. Alright, I'm just gonna go back to the Merida thing. Alright, I guess I'll just go off of this. It's sad that it's so limited to find easy references for people properly holding a bow and arrow. Hey. Oh, here's a GIF. Let's take a look at that. I think that people really tend to focus in on the release of the bow and arrow, or the arrow from the bow and arrow, or from the bow itself. They like to harp on how little movement is actually involved in releasing the arrow, which seems to be the only thing they seem to be focusing on still in the examples that I'm looking for. But I'm looking more about the grip. Like, what are the nuances of holding it in your hand? That's what I want to know. spooky note. Alright, so let's take a look at that pose again. You got one hand here, up next to the face. You got the shoulder really drawn back here. He's almost standing perpendicular to the peeps. And then the bow is more going to be vertical here. Thumb is usually resting about here. Hoyo. Although in this pose that I'm looking at here, the thumb is actually, because of the width of the bow, it's actually kind of like sticking forward here. So we'll try to keep that into account. I'm not going to be like a combat expert or ballistics or military expert. Certainly for medieval stuff. But I would like to have a little bit of accuracy in there. For example, this arm is like, what the heck are you doing all the way up there? Get down there. I think he's too thin, this guy. I gotta beef him up. Get out of ketosis, my friend. I think his head is too low as well. Let's buff that up there. Give him an actual neck for a change. That'd be a good one to start with, anyway. And then we'll move his legs up into his torso, because I think this is too short. Whatever this part of him is, get that up there. So all the reviews for Wish are coming out, the new Disney movie, and they are saying is apparently very mid, which is kind of what I expected. It's actually surprising how much Disney is dropping the ball recently. I'm not asking for, you know, reinventing the wheel at this point. They already did that. I wouldn't, anyway, you know, none of the talent that originally helped them get there is still there, so... You know, it's kind of hard to expect that from them, but they have, like, unlimited money and resources. They could at least stop doing the thing where they just check off the box and just get, like, a visionary in there, just a guy or a lady or an otherwise inclined individual to just freaking do something, have an idea for once. Don't write by committee. Do something. And they have a villain song in the movie, Wish, that is, and it's bad. How do you even make a bad villain song? Even in Disney's, like, they had like I feel like they had a mediocre era before this one, but it was like, now comparing the two eras, I wish we could go back to that one. I'm talking like when they were releasing stuff like Princess and the Frog, which looking back on it is like a billion times better than what they've been doing recently. Stuff like Raya. Or any other live-action remakes. It's like we didn't know how good we had it back then. I think his head still needs to be up more. Is his head too small? There's something wrong with his head. I gotta fix it. I think it's too small. Gotta remember it's a helmet, not just a head. It's got a head in there, but it is a helmet. I think he still needs to be wider. I don't know why I made him so thin. One second. Alright. Let's get the arm even further up here. I might need to shrink him down overall. In general, but I think this is a decent enough sketch of a lad. Let's get another one going. As if I wasn't already taking long enough to make this thing, I'm throwing crowd shots in here like a maniac. Let's do a bit of a actual like guy trying to shoot him. It's gonna be standing very perpendicular to him. Does this guy need to be smaller even still, maybe? Or are we out of music? We could do the Hollow Knight one. This guy's got to be brought up. Perspective to him. heads always tend to sink in when they're doing this pose for me. Probably because I'm getting stuck in what they're supposed to look like. In the armor. The big shoulder pads are probably not conducive to archery, so it's like, I don't know. This is just what they wear. So I gotta make it work. Make this man stand upright, perhaps. This definitely sounds like some royalty-free YouTube music. During a prop hunt video, you know it's true. Somebody just walked past 2 trash cans, when usually on the map there's only 1. And then this starts playing. We need to shrink them down even a bit more. The main 3 here. Really push them back into that background. And these guys too. And these guys need to be brought up. Well, at least these ones. Ew. Got out the undersketch of these people. Get out of here. This guy is looking janky, but don't worry, he's just a sketch. He'll be fixed later. boy, and now begins the line art for this stupid page. Why did I do this to myself? Oh boy. Let's open a page that has a couple of the lads in it. I will need to hide the words. Give me a moment without your prying eyes. For just 1 second. I know it's my fault being the streamer and all that, but like, get your eyes out of here. I can just hide the panels directly, actually, and there we go. This is the only one I need. Let's take a look at them. And your eyes are back. Alright, this is the only one I need. Look how gross this looks without all the bordering and stuff. I hid like half of the page. This is what your OCs actually look like. You may not like it, but it's all beneath the surface. Alright, so I think I have another one I want to try. I have another one where they're walking in here. Yeah, let me do that again, actually. Get your eyeballs out of here. What are you trying to see? The comic? No, it's not ready. It's gotta be in the oven. Alright, they got, like, elbow pads, which the commander does not have. So, I have to remember that. Yeah, okay, good. Good, 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 good. Everything is looking fine. Give me that. Alright, so they got this going. Oh boy, let's just try this line from like this angle. It's weird how peaceful the soundtrack is for a game that absolutely hates you and will waste your time running around the map for hours. And then all the fans will justify it like, no, dude, you just never played a Metroidvania. It's supposed to be annoying and boring and make you run all over and backtrack to get to where you were when you die. It's like, shut up. Even Metroid did not have this problem. Or Castlevania games, mainly because they were just easier than Hollow Knight. But it's like, I don't know where it became this idea that a core facet of Metroidvanias was to just make you walk around with no new things happening if you died. As punishment for your failure, you are now just doomed to interact with the map more, because checkpoints are just so overrated in video games. Listen, I don't like to think of myself as an entitled gamer, you know? I'm pretty free-spirited as far as it comes to game design. I let people experiment and do whatever they want. And chances are I'll enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed Vanquish. What the heck kind of game is that? A level-based third-person action shooter? What the heck? Nobody's making that anymore. I like Devil May Cry, a mission-based character action game. They don't make those too often, and when they do, I play all of them. Metal Gear Rising was like that, but also plus a stealth game sometimes, and it was great. What I'm trying to say is I'm open to game design being different, but not if it's bad. I don't care about Hollow Knight aping Dark Souls by way of having its reclaim your money when you die mechanic. That's fine, but having them, it works in Dark Souls because the maps are pretty streamlined. You can run past enemies pretty quickly to get back to where you were. And the map is not gargantuan, as it is with Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight, you literally need a map, because the areas are so big. You would get lost so often if you did not have one. Dark Souls, you don't need a map. And in fact, you don't get one. But the level designs are so pretty much straightforward that you know where you're going at all times. With the occasional venture off to the side path for secrets and whatnot, but those are pretty telegraphed, you know? Love Hollow Knight. But it could stand with a few more checkpoints, or ways of making travel easier. That's all I'm saying. Maybe that's what's taken them so long with Silksong. They're deciding how annoying they want the game to be. Gosh, should we have this fast travel point here? No. No, but they might get really angry if we don't. No, we shouldn't. They should be angry. They're already angry with us for not telling them anything about the game's release. What's one little bit of anger on top of that? I think we need to adjust this perspective here. Whoops, that's not going to do it. Is here. This looks wrong. Let's fix it. Definitely getting 2 panels of line art done today. Maybe like half of one. Oh boy. I'm glad I did those coloring or that coloring session earlier today, so I can feel like I did something today. Even if it is just me making up, not doing anything for Thanksgiving, except I did do Slender, I think. Was that yesterday? What the heck? When did I do anything? I don't even remember. Oh no, that was the day before, because I was going to do something at Thanksgiving, but then I slept until like 1 in the morning. I was like, well, it's too late for me to do anything now. We can cheat a little bit with the legs down there, I think. Might just obscure it with fog. I already established it earlier in the scene, it'll make my life easier, why not? It's not cheating, it's environmental rendering, so shush. I'm not cheating, you're cheating. Is his head still too small? This is a crisis, I think, that's going to keep appearing. This looks wrong here. Let's fix that. I remember this song. Let me check. Soul Sanctum. Yeah, I remember running back through this song, and by extension its location, many times. This is one of the ones that made me realize how bad the fast travel and checkpoint system in this game actually is. It was rough in this location. Just don't die, forehead. True, but also I did, so... The game needed to accommodate that in a better way than I feel it did. We're like an hour and a half. I'd say that constitutes moving on to the other commission, at least the sketch phase, so I have something to present to the commissioner for revisions so that I can move on. Or adjust, you know, whichever comes first. This man is slanted. I feel like they're both actually kind of slanted. Let's skew these lads a little bit. Make them stop falling over. Actually, this can go back to being how it was. Skew that back. That looks better. Flip them on back. I can't believe I drew 2 and I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, like 8 more of these lads to draw. And then I gotta draw like at least a few of them in this, oh boy, this wide shot here. Oh, why am I I'm such a jerk to me. This comic is never gonna get done if I keep doing shots like this. Ugh. Yawning at even thinking about getting that page done. But it'll happen. It has to. None of these other shots are nearly as intensive as those. I just needed the establishing ones to, you know, establish things about the environment. Even here I've got like a couple lads. Why would I do this? I'm so annoying. Alright, let's open up a new file, actually. File new, so that we can get our dimensions right. This is a veto tube commission, which is good because I have experience with that, because I use that currently. I'm using it right now. And the pixels need to be 2048 by 2048 at least, which I do. So this is 3000 by 3000. Just to give myself a little bit of leeway. Let's get some reference images in. Now, I did ask, and Chris did say I could stream this, so that is fine. Copy image. This is the current model, and what we're doing is we're creating another one for Yakuza, like a dragon. What am I doing? I have the magic wand. We have technology. Alright. I wonder if this white border is a part of it. It's not too hard to include, I'm just wondering. File save as... Whoops. Yeah, I guess... This is a half-body illustration, so it's a good thing this reference is also exactly like that. Kind enough to provide color reference for some of the characters I edited. So we'll put this over here. Reference images and descriptions of what he wants the new model to look like. And the images that were sent to me were this protagonist man from Like a Dragon. So I'm assuming the clothing, but I also don't know, like a hairstyle thing. We'll have to test out some stuff. I'll have to ask some more questions. Because they got similar hairstyles in that they are spiky. Sort of updos kind of thing. Let's go back into here. I don't know why this didn't copy. Copy the image, please. Paste the image. Alright, so what do we have here? I guess we can just get started with this sketching. Let's do it. Half body. Sort of the 2/3, 3/4 angle, you know how it is. Very defined jawline on this character. Masculine. Green. Interesting. I assume he meant hi, Green. Hello, Mask. How's it going? Bad. Okay. Sorry to hear it. What's going on? Oh, do we run out of Hollow Knight music too? Resident Evil relaxing mix? I mean, I'll try it. I don't know about that, but finals really do spoil your mood. Ah, yeah. I would see that as a sure thing, yeah. We're doing a bit of a commission. You know, if something were to boost your spirits, we are doing a commission for somebody right now in celebration of Like a Dragon, so they are updating their model to look more like this fine gentleman right here. So if that cheers you, you know, some Yakuza content ought to distract you for a moment. Oh, see, I knew it. Also, I beat Slenderman. Ichiban, that's the guy. I haven't played, so I did forget the man's name. Yeah, I saw you. Nice. The VOD, yeah, it was good. I didn't expect to beat it that quickly, so definitely a surprise. This guy's a jacked, muscular man here. I thought it was going to take me like at least 5 hours, maybe 6, before I even had a chance. Pardon me. My category, you're right. It does. Professional streamer. Thank you for... I was literally just thinking, wait a minute, I probably still have that. Alright, let's do that. Ah. Where's the art category? There you are. Alright. Whoops. Thank you. I literally would have just come to that conclusion myself, but thank you for typing it out. I was like, wait, it's definitely still that, isn't it? Yeah, it is. This will be interesting to see how much of this muscle we want to keep poking through the suit jacket here, so to speak. I'm guessing a lot, because that's like the whole... This seems to be... He said the specific thing was, how good are you with muscular characters, when the commissioner brought this up. And then he was like, we need you to fight the Joker, and I was like, no, you're not the same guy. You're a different commissioner. Get away from me. Right now I'm just going to relax, play some games, and not think about physics for at least a week. Is that when your final is? If so, I understand completely. The hour-and-a-half commute home made it worse. Yeah, you got one heck of a commute every time you bring it up. I definitely didn't have to deal with that. Today was physics. I see. Yeah, well, if it's just like, if today was physics, then I wouldn't think about physics for like a year. If I were you. That would be my decision. Monday's math, Thursday English, and Friday comp science. I never took a comp science class. Maybe I should have. And I would probably know how to do some stuff on this freaking website here. Thing is, after the exams, I'm free for the whole December and a bit of January. We don't got no winter break like that, I don't. That's pretty good. All of December is pretty nice. And then back to school. Yeah, you'll be out of there someday soon. And then, believe it or not, some people don't believe this. In some ways, you'll wish you were still there. Not for the school part, but for the, some of the other bits, like talking to people in person regularly. You'd be surprised how, if you don't keep up with that, it just starts to not happen. It's like I literally only talk to you people. I think I've talked to my high school friends in person, like, once in the past few months. We went to eat at we went to eat breakfast at a diner. And then we went to see a movie. And it was specifically because we had not seen each other in forever. In real life, so we had to do something. And we did, and it was fun, and we should do more stuff often. We saw Into the Spider... well, whatever the second Spider-Man movie is. I forget exactly which one it is. Across the Spider... Into the... I don't remember. There's so many names. was the one where my friend in the theater could not stop talking about Miles Morales' mom. And you know what? I get it, but like, he said it a lot. Understandable. I told him I understood what he was saying, but like every time she showed up on screen, I was like, brother. And also he has asthma, but also vapes. So he like, at the beginning of the movie, he took like a hit. And it took him like at least half an hour to stop coughing. I'm like, you absolute idiot. What is wrong with you? Oh. God, I hope he figures out that he should stop doing that one day. He knows for sure, but I hope he, you know, registers that at some point. Like, what a doofus. There are far better ways to get whatever you're getting into your system as an asthmatic. Like, you absolute dummy. What is his little chain looking like here? What is your necklace, Ichiban? It's just a little thing. We can go into more detail on that later. Just need it to be in the sketch. On this Herculean model, by the way. Can I just say I've never seen a VTuber model this muscular at all? Like in my life? Kind of breaking the mold with this one. Through sheer muscle power. Breaking the mold with your bare hands at this point. Have you watched Scoot Pilgrim? No, I have not done it yet. I'm still sick. I guess I should just, like, stop waiting. Yay? What do you mean, yay? I've heard good things about it. Great things, even. I just want to not be sick when I'm watching it, and unfortunately this illness is hanging on for dear life. My white blood cells are not doing their job as good as they could be. Freaking slackers. Freeloaders? What am I keeping them in there for? I'll sneeze them all out right now. Are all Sky iterations different? From what I hear... short answer, yes. But this show does make some changes to the original story. Some of them for the better, some of them for the worse. But it's like, no Scott Pilgrim iteration so far has been like quote-unquote perfect in terms of how it handles its source material, but we know people like it because it's not perfect, basically. But the comic is a little bit different. They're all pretty much the same plot beats and storyline, but yeah, they are all different slightly. This is the RE4 one. I know this. You can't hide the save theme from RE4 from me. I know that from the back of my hand. So it's like movie 1 different from comic, and from show, yeah, pretty much. But the movie and the show have the same voice actors, or the same voice cast. Like a multiverse? I guess kinda like a multiverse. They're really all just the same story, but slightly different. So in that sense, yes. But they're not like continuations of each other in any way. They're all just kind of retelling the same story in a slightly different way. Just due to, you know, artistic interpretation and all that. First one's the RE1 safe room. I think the first one was RE7, if I saw the time code correctly. With a little descriptor bar. I can check, though. Yeah, first one was RE7. The one before this was RE1. I love that even if they got more famous, they went back to voice acting the show. I know, I think freaking Chris Evans went back into there. Freaking Captain America. Like, what? What are you talking about? Captain America came back. I like the movie a lot then, or the comics, I mean, yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty much it was a cult classic, now it's just kind of a classic at this point. I tried to buy the first volume recently, but man, it's expensive. Is it really? Scott Pilgrim, Volume 1. Shopping. I need to save for infinite wealth. That's true. You do be saving up for that. Volume 1 up here is only like, it's only like 16 bucks. This one's 10. I guess it's harder to come by down where you are. At least where I saw, maybe it was a special edition. It might have been. Because I'm looking at stuff here, it's like 15, 20 bucks. Depending on where you look at it. Somebody's selling the 6 volumes color edition for like 450. I don't think that's right. Let me look on Amazon right now.